Okay. Let us proceed now for the maxima and minima. Now, for the maxima and minima, in sketching the graph of a function, we usually rely on plotting of points. Although this process is useful, the graph fails to exhibit distinct properties of a function. Okay. Now, increasing and decreasing functions. We have increasing and decreasing functions. Okay, if the curve rises, let this one as your A, and this point is your B, and this one is your C. Now, if the curve rises on a certain interval, the slope y prime is positive. This one, f of x is greater than 0. Therefore, your f is increasing. F increasing. Now, okay, therefore the y prime is positive as in arc AB. And then if it falls, the slope y prime is negative as in arc BC. Therefore, in here, your f of x is less than 0. F is decreasing. Now, for the maxima and minima, the point where the curve is higher than the some neighboring points is called the maximum point. Maximum point. The point where the curve is higher.
Yeah. Pwede ka na pumili kung saan ka mag-start. Dalagi ka mag-start. Pwede na hiwa-hiwalay. Parang running man.
Points. Then, we have the same definition for the minimum point and the minimum value of function. Now, from the point, given figure natin is this one. So, you have A and B. Point A. This one is the maximum point. This is the maximum point. For y prime is equal to 0. This one increasing. And at this point, you have decreasing. Okay. While in this given figure, pamute muna po doon sa iba ha, para hindi rinig ng mga classmates niyo yung ingay sa background. Okay, this one is your point B. A. This one is your B. Okay, remember that this one is your minimum point. This is the minimum point. This one is the maximum, therefore this one is the minimum point. Okay. Here, decreasing kasi pababa siya, di ba? Okay. And then, since from this point up to that point, therefore we have increasing. Okay. Note, at the maximum or minimum point, A and B, we have the horizontal tangent lines your y prime is equal to 0. Y prime is equal to 0. Okay, the vanishing of the derivative does not mean that the function attains maxima or minima, such as in this given figure. So, if this one is your y is equal to x cubed, this one is your y-axis, yung horizontal is the x-axis. Always remember, going to the right is positive, going to the left is negative. Upward, positive, downward, negative. Therefore, here, in this given, you have increasing y prime is greater than 0. At this point, you have 0, 0, 0.00 kasi you have the origin. This one is the origin. Kaya yung x natin is 0 and yung y is 0. Neither maximum or minimum. Neither max or minimum. Okay. Wait. This one is decreasing kasi pababa. Decreasing. Wait. Let's analyze. Decreasing. Second point. Dapat yung drawing ko pag ano. Para sabihin natin that y is equal to x cubed. Therefore, this one is increasing nga. Kung eto, from this point, tas pababa, therefore, that is decreasing. Where y prime is greater than 0. Okay. Kung ang f natin, ang y natin ay equal to x cubed, okay, in getting for the derivative, we have y prime is equal to 3x squared equal to 0. Okay, kung ang y prime natin ay 0, therefore you have 0 is equal to 3x squared. What would be the value of your x? The value of your x is 0. But the function is neither maximum or minimum at x is equal to 0. F of x is increasing all throughout as x increases. So, kung 1 is, ang magiging point natin 1 to 1, ang x ay 1, ang y is 1, therefore, neither maximum nor minimum. And, okay. For the first derivative test for extreme function, there are first derivative test for extrema of function. Okay. Therefore, at points where y prime is equal to 0 and if y prime changes sign as x increases from number 1, negative to positive, y is minimum. Kung negative to positive, y is minimum. Therefore, if positive to negative, y is maximum. Now, if y prime does not change, y prime does not change the sign, does not change sign, y is neither maximum nor minimum. Okay. Para lalo nating maintindihan, example, locate the critical points and determine the maxima and minima. Given you have y is equal to x cubed plus 3x squared minus 2. Okay, therefore we have y prime. First get for the y prime, that is equal to 3x squared plus 6x. Remember that the derivative of 2, which is under the constant, is equal to 0. Then get the common factor of 3x squared plus 6x. Therefore, your y prime is equal to 3x times, that is x plus 2. Let your y prime equal to 0. Therefore, your 0 is equal to 3x and x plus 2. There will be two values for your x. Remember that you have 0 is equal to 3x and x plus 2 is equal to 0. Here, your x is equal to 0 and here your x is equal to negative 2. Therefore, we have two values, your 0 and negative 2. If x is equal to 0, going back to the original equation, therefore your y is equal to 0 cubed minus 3 times 0 minus 2. Your y now is equal to negative 2. At x is equal to 0, therefore, at x is 0, your y is negative 2. If x is equal to negative 2, you original equation again, your y is equal to negative 2 cubed plus 3 times negative 2 raised to the second power minus 2. What would be the value of your y? Therefore, that is what? 2 cubed, that is 8. Therefore, negative 8. Minus, plus, this one is 12 minus 2. Therefore, your y is equal to positive 2. At x, therefore, at x is equal to negative 2, your y is equal to positive 2. Thus, the critical points are 0 and negative 2 and 0 and negative 0, negative 2 and negative 2 and 2. Now, to determine the relative extreme of the curve, test one value to the left and one value to the right of the critical number using the neighboring points we have for x is equal to negative 2. For x is equal to negative 2. The neighborhood points are, what are the neighborhood points? You have what? X equal to negative 3. Okay, kung x equal to negative 3, you have your y is equal to x cubed, original, plus 3x squared minus 2. We have y is equal to negative 3 cube plus this one. Yung y prime muna pala natin. 8. What is your y prime? Y prime 3x squared plus 6x. 3x squared y prime is equal to 3x squared. 3x squared plus 6x. Plus 6x. Okay, y prime, common factor, we have 3. Substitute natin, negative 3 squared plus 6, negative 3. Therefore, we have 27 times 3. Tapos, 9 pala. 9 times 3. Tapos, minus 18. Therefore, y prime is 9. Okay, therefore, y prime. Okay, therefore, y prime from positive to negative. Okay. Ang neighboring natin, yung x minus 2 natin, neighboring niya, x negative 3 and x negative 1. Okay, yung neighboring niya. Okay. Kung x is negative 1, y prime equal to 3x squared plus 6x. Therefore, y prime is equal to 3 times negative 1 squared plus 6 times negative 1. Okay, y prime is equal to negative 3. Okay, since y prime changes sign from positive to negative, then negative 2 and 2 is the maximum point. Okay. Since y prime changes sign from positive to negative, then negative 2 and 2, di ba yung negative 2 and 2 natin, eto, this one, negative 2 and 2, okay, is the maximum point, is the maximum point. Okay. For x is equal to 0, for x is equal to 0, the neighborhood points, okay, neighborhood points natin is x is equal to negative 1 and x is equal to 1. Okay, therefore, we have, kung x is negative 1, your y prime is equal to 3 times negative 1 squared plus 6 times negative 1. Okay, your y prime is equal to negative 3. Then, at x is equal to 1, y prime is equal to 3, 1 squared plus 6 ng 1, y prime is equal to 9. Okay. Since y prime changes from negative to positive, then 0, negative 2 is the minimum. Since y prime changes sign from negative to positive, then 0 and negative 2 is a minimum point. Okay. Okay, let us get the critical points. Di ba may critical points na tayo? Critical numbers. X and -2 and x is equal to 0. Now for the regions, representative, sign. Therefore, if x is less than -2, where x now is greater than -2 but less than 0. Kasi -2 and 0. Therefore, here, x is greater than 0. Then here, x is equal to -3 kasi neighboring niya and x -1. Tapos dito, x is equal to 0. Then, you have plus, negative, and plus. Now, another example. Okay. Find the volume of the largest circular cylinder that can be cut from a circular cone of radius 6 centimeter and height 9 centimeters. This one is the figure. Draw ko lang yan. This one is the height. This one is 9 centimeters. Six centimeters. Okay. Now, find the volume of the largest circular cylinder that can be cut from a circular cone of radius 6 centimeter and the height 9 centimeter. Okay, let the volume let V, which is the volume of the right, of the right circular cylinder, where V is equal to, the formula for the volume of a right circular cylinder is pi r squared h. R is the radius, h is the height. Now, to express the quantity to be maximized in terms of a single variable, we use the similar triangle. We have 6/9, which is equal to 6 minus r over h. Or we have 2h is equal to 18 minus 3r. Paano nangyari? Cross multiply. You have 6h equal to 9 times 6 minus r. Okay. Common factor for 6 and 9, that is what? Pwede by 3. Diba? Okay. Therefore, we have 2h is equal to 9 over 3, that is 3 times 6 minus r. Then, distribute your 3, you have 2h is equal to 18 minus 3r. Kaya po nagkaroon tayo ng 2h is equal to 18 minus 3r. From this, get your h, which is equal to 18 minus 3r divided by 2. Therefore, this one is equal to 9 minus 3 over 2, 3r over 2. Then, thus we have your BV is equal to pi r squared. Ano yung nakuha nating h? That is 9 minus 3r over 2. So, B is equal to pi r squared h, which is equal to pi r squared. Yung h natin is 9 minus 3r over 2. Ano ba yun? 9 minus 3r over 2. Okay. Then, simplify natin. Patong-patong. Wait. B is equal to pi pi r squared h or equal to pi r squared. Tapos ang h is 9 minus 3r over 2. Oh, what's wrong? Wait nga. B is equal to 2 pi. 2 pi. B is equal to pi. B is equal to pi r squared h, which is equal to pi r squared 9 minus 3r over 2. Then, equal to what? Yung r natin, you have, ano r natin? I-distribute natin. Ano common factor nito? 3. Therefore, this one is 3 pi r squared. Tapos quantity, 3 minus r over 2. Distribute natin yung r squared. Your volume is equal to 3 pi. Therefore, we have 3r squared minus r cubed over 2. Then your dependent variable is the volume and the independent variable is your r, which is the radius. Therefore, derivative of b with respect to r is equal to 3r cubed minus r cubed. Okay, get the derivative. You have 3 pi. Tapos, derivative nito, you have what? This one is what? 6r minus 3 over 2 r squared. Okay, but this one is equal to 3 pi. Common factor ay, anong common factor natin? Labas muna natin yung 12. Simplify muna natin. Get the LCD. You have 12r minus 3r squared over 2. Tapos, we have dv over dr is equal to 3 pi over 2. Nilabas ko na to. Okay, then we have 12r minus 3r squared. Okay. Para makuha natin yung maximum values at saka minimum values, set your dv over dr equal to 0. 0 is equal to 3 pi over 2 times 12r minus 3r squared. Okay, what would be the values of your r using this equation? Anyone? What would be the value of your r? Ano magiging value ng r natin? Anong value? Pag kinross multiply natin to sa left side, di magiging 0 na. We have 0 is equal to 12r minus 3r squared. Common factor is r. Therefore, we have r, 4r, di ba? You have 4r. Tapos, that is what? 3 minus, ay, hindi pwedeng 4. May 3 pala dito. Anong pwede? 3, di ba? 3r. Okay, wait. 0 is equal to 3r. Therefore, we have 4 minus r. Okay, anong dalawang value natin? Yung sumagot kanina, what would be the values of your r?
0 and 4 po.
0 and 4. Therefore, r is equal to 0 and r is equal to positive 4. Bakit daw? Kasi di ba you have 3r equal to 0, ayan ang lumabas. Tapos 4 minus r equal to 0, ito ang lumabas. R is equal to 4. Now, the maximum volume is V is equal to pi. Ang r squared natin gamitin natin ay 4, di ba? 4 squared times 3. Kasi yung h natin, 3. What would be the value of your volume? What would be the value of volume? Oy, anong value? Wag niyo i-simplify yung pi with respect to pi tayo. What would be the answer? That is what? 4 times 4, 16. 16 times 3.
48 pi po.
48 pi. Therefore, 48 pi cubic meter. Cubic meter. Now, to test your R, R is equal to 4, we have B double prime is equal to 3 pi. Ano mangyayari? 3 pi over 2. Anong first derivative natin? Kopyahin ko muna yung first derivative. Anong first derivative natin? B prime is equal to 3 pi over 2 times 12r minus 3r squared. 3r squared. Okay. Yung double prime natin equal to 3 pi over 2. Since constant to ha, you have 12 minus 6r.
6
Okay. Then, set natin when r is equal to 4, b double prime is equal to 3 pi over 2 times 12 minus 6 times ano to? 4.
4 po.
Okay, what would be the value? Anong value? With respect to pi pa rin tayo ha. Anong sagot? 12 minus ano? 24.
Negative 18 pi po.
Okay, negative 18 pi. Therefore, your B double prime is equal to negative 18 pi, which is less than 0. Thus, V is maximum at R is equal to 4. Okay, questions? Questions? Oh, questions?